So Alia, can you hear me? Alia, can you hear me?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So so Alia, like I said, so I read the PKL files. Actually, you are able to do two things. You are able to save the images that you get from the webcam when it is running. You're able to save images, and you're able to get only portion of the image. I think you already know that that is related to the facial recognition part. So you are able to save that, and you are able even to load that every time you run the code. But again, this is a step when if you decided not to save the files into PKL extension or binary files, and then you decided to use images, the point here that when you load the images, you have to change them to you have to run the face encoding on them, face encoding function in them, and then also add them to an array. But the difference here that of course it's more processing and it takes time to load an image and then to do an encoding on it and to get the face encoding out of it and to add it to an array. And one point also here that if you see the file size of the PKL file that I save is only 2K, 2 kilobytes. But then if you compare it to the image is at least 50 to 60 bytes. Okay, so that's a huge difference, of course. So when you save it in an encoding format or PKL format, then it's more smaller, and of course it means that it's more faster to load into the memory, and yeah, so that's how it works. But I have both functions in place. So if you would like to just save an image for every new customer that you have, and then you load it back once you run again, you are able to do that. And let me share. Wait, I don't like to speak, but when the code is not there. Let me see here. So Alia, can you see that function?
Yep.
Okay, so that function that I told you about, it encode images. It will load all the images that is in a certain folder that I decide for it here. Actually, let me see. The folder name is yeah, it's here. So this is the folder that I used to get all the files inside. With this command os list directory, it will list all the files in that directory, and that directory is named attendance images, and other directory is called PKL. So I will load all the files here and put it in that variable, and then I will call that function. I will call that function here. Okay, and I will load one image at a time, and then I will convert that image here, and then I will get the face encoding out from the image. I will put it here, get it out, and then I will save it in an array like that. Okay, but again, this is something that I tried first, but I find that it is more faster and lighter for the code to just load directly the PKL file, just by loading face encoding PKL files and saving also the face encodings. Okay, so yeah, you see here again. Alia, do you have any comments or any questions for me?
No.
No, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I want to save the customer data into the database, let's say I call it as customer table, do I need to save the PKL file?
No, you can, and not necessary, but I mean maybe you can save the name of the PKL file only. So if you save the name of the PKL file, then you're able to. So if you have if you have a list of what is inside a certain directory, then you just need to only get the name of the file itself, and you can just go and open it directly with the function that I used here. So you can just get the name of the file, and then you're able to open it or load it into the array, and then you can use it. You don't need to save the whole file. It's even though it is a small file, but it doesn't make any sense that you create a huge space in the database to be able to save the whole file there. Just save the name. We never, I mean, in previously, I never saved images. I never needed to save images inside databases. I only, even though it is possible, it's possible to save images, I think, in a format called blob, but I never needed to do that. I only saved names of the file, of the image file name. Okay. So yeah, let me see here. So again here, like I told you, he got the names here, Elon and Gates. So that actually comes from the files that I already saved, because inside in the file that I saved, let me see here. I think here, yeah, this one. So inside the BKL files here, I get all the names here, and then he gets them out. But again, you have to know that even when you run with a webcam, sometimes he detects my face as other people. He doesn't. I mean, he is not accurate all the time. Just to be frank. Okay. I'm not sure if you are aware of that or not, but I also faced that before. But of course, if you train the model on a certain faces, and you provide 3 or 4 different faces, these tend to improve slightly. But again, still there will be still be mistakes. I believe the field is improving, and they are producing more accurate models day by day. But it always come like a question mark to me, how they are able to produce a commercial based products when it is not so stable like what I'm seeing. I have no idea. So now it is your turn now to let me know, how can I add to your knowledge other than what I did now.
I'm not sure, because like I'm not sure, but yeah, I do like get a lot of knowledge based on what you explain.
Okay, so what I can do at the moment is that I can share all the files that I have with me now for both running a webcam. Wait, I need to discuss something in the coding part with you. So let me see here. Yeah, okay. So actually, you included part of the code. I understand that you cut and paste the code from somewhere. I understand that, but again here, this portion of the code, actually, I tried to make it complete for you. So that part actually is not working. So it means that this portion of the code is never running. It never go to here. Why? Because the tracks is always 0. It doesn't have any tracks. That tracks array is always 0. So it means that the output from that function, of course, your code is slightly different, because here you put results, and the array results, which is you put here. Let me see. No, I think I changed it. That, yeah, it's here. so the array results is actually empty, and you never assign anything to it. Okay. So what I did, that I completed the missing part from your code, and I added that. So I needed to add that YOLO detector class with all the methods inside, and because that actually will, so you actually at the moment you don't use the deep sort in any way, and you don't use the YOLO detector, which is needed for that tracking part to work. Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so that results now, that results array that you are using. Okay, so that is, it's here now. So I have to use detector, which is a YOLO detector dot score frame, and then I have to get detections out from the plot boxes again, which is the class that I just added, to be able to pass these detections here to get the tracks. But again, most of the time these tracks get me zero. So it means that still this portion of the code need more attention from your side. I only discover that portion when I was trying to analyze your code more and more, like 1 hour ago. So I didn't have time to. So I only managed to complete your code, complete the portion of the code that you was missing, because again, that is not the part that you already included.
Okay.
And yeah, so again, and just only one extra addition that I added here is that here, yeah, here I'm saving, I'm just saving an images. If I detect a new person, I'm just saving an image here, again with including the box that is surrounding the face. Okay, that is something extra that you can choose to disable or enable it. That's totally up to you. But if you would like to share the result of your thesis with somebody, of course you need um, of course you need to run the code, but again, if you want to share images, then this will give you the chance to save images when you are running the webcam. So that is, let me see here. I think that, so that is kind of images. I'm not sure if you can see my screen. So again, if you can see my screen here, that is a saved image with all the rectangles and squares that we have and the names. So that, I mean, it will save it automatically with the underscore cam ending. Okay, so that is the kind of images that you can get. Yalla, so that's all. That's all what I can recall at the moment. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Can you back to the coding,
Yes,
to the
definitely.
code?
Yeah, here, yeah.
Okay, so the part that deep sort that you said that isn't working, so what do I need to add?
You don't really need to, I mean, okay, I will pass you the code, so you don't need to add anything. But again, this is the part. Okay, let me wait. So you still recall your code, how it looks like?
Yep.
Okay, so your code was using results. Wait, let me share with you here. So a second. You can see my screen.
Yep.
So if you can see here, so this is your code. Okay, so your code was using a results array. Okay, the results actually it's empty. You never assign anything to it, and it means also, and apart from that, even if you put, I mean, even if the results array is not empty, so tracks come out with a zero length. Okay, and And it means that also this kind of for loop will not end up in anything. That's why you will never see a text with a person name and with a track ID. You'll never see that. Okay, you only see the result. The rounded rectangles and squares is actually resulting from that code, not from here. Okay, so to be able to use that part, then I investigated. I saw certain codes. Let me see where I put that here. So let me share with you. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the part that I saw that they were using similar code to yours. And of course, since this is like a unique kind of code, so you will not find a lot of differences. It's one person copy from another, and then all the code looks so similar to each other. So what I saw here, that he's using something similar to yours with the tracks, with everything, and then he loops through the tracks. But the difference here that if you can see here, he used here, instead of the results array, he used detections array, and detections he get it from here. Okay, and to be able to run this detector, he have to get that running like this, and then this detector is actually, when I click it, is a YOLO detector. So where is YOLO detector? If I go up, then I will be able to see, yeah, it's here. So he initialized the class YOLO detector. So where is the class YOLO detector? Is here. This is the class YOLO detector. Okay.
Okay.
So I added that in the code, I run it. But again, this seems to be need some more thinking, how to get that part to work. But this is if you really need the deep sort, because so far I see the code is working even without the deep sort, unless you have specific requirement that need you to be able to make the deep sort work. So that's a different story. I see the code, even when I'm running a webcam, is able to detect my movement. So if I move right or left, somehow the code is able to follow me and is able to draw a square around my face. But I'm not sure if this is the only thing that you need to achieve. I'm not very sure. So I would say in this condition that I will pass you all the files that I have and what I created, and even with a virtual environment, I will pass you also all the codes that I changed, and then you try to create a virtual environment, try to run the code, and when you face some errors, come back to me. And
Okay.
let me how can I help you? Okay.
Did you change the YOLO V8 to YOLO V5 or what?
No, again, please.
Did you change the YOLO V8 to V5? Like what model did you use? What
Wait,
version model?
let me see. I think yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it seems that the code that I copied, yes, it changed. Let me see. Actually, I didn't remove the part of your code here, which is the YOLO 8.
Sorry, I cannot see because of.
Yeah, okay. So here, I still load the YOLO 8N, but let me see here in the, yeah, it seems that here in the class, yes, he used YOLO 5. Yes, it's true. So here he used YOLO 5. It's true. So, but again, that portion only affect the below part here, because here we only on this part we use we call the detector and we call the scores. So yes, that is a good notice. I didn't notice that, to be frank. I didn't notice the difference in the versions. So maybe then yes, I should give it a try, and maybe you to use YOLO 8 also here in the class. Alia, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me, Alia.
Again, sorry.
So I mean, how else I can be of help to you?
Is it possible to change it to YOLO V8?
I think we should try, but I'm not very sure if this is possible or not. Well, let me see. Let me see. Why not? We can try. We can give it a try. Yeah, and see. Wait. Let me see if he accepts it, and let me see if we can run. Detector. Yeah. Can you see my screen? You cannot see my screen. No, it's giving an error, but I want to check. User one, you're about to download code from in the future. Use this one be allowed. So it seems that it's trying to download something to get the YOLO 8, I believe, but is not successful to do that. I don't know why it's not working. To be frank, just to be frank. So that need to be that need to be researched more, I believe. So maybe I can check that later, and then I can share it back with you if it works, if it can use YOLO 8 or not.
Okay. It's like one of the requirement of fantasies that need to use the YOLO V8 and deep sort.
Aha. Okay. Okay. So that's good. That's good information. So I would say, since I never know that, so I will have to look into that to see how it works. Okay. But again, if we try to troubleshoot now, it might take some time. So let me have a look on this, and I will feed you back if I manage to find a solution for that. Okay. But at the
Okay.
moment, I would encourage you that you should try to install and run. You should try to install the virtual environment. You should try to run the code on your machine to make sure at least that you get rid of the old errors that you're getting.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. So I will try to share back with you the files using virtual Google Drive, and then you can let me know if you face any errors. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. Take care.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.